I just made this traveler's journal using an Amazon bag and some tea dyed paper or coffee dyed paper, avocado dyed paper. It's pretty simple and I really like how it came out, so I'm gonna make a video on how to do it so I can remember how I did it. I'm back, and good news, I did have another bobbin. Okay, so I've cut it all around and now I've sewn and I put pink thread. It pretty much blends in. So I'm not sure how I feel about that, but it's a different aesthetic than what I normally do. So let's just go with it, give people some options, right? I'm not disappointed by this fabric at all. I think it was like $7 and I thought I was getting a yard. I don't know, I guess I didn't even read the description. I just clicked on it because I liked the pattern, but it turned out I got a whole bunch of patterns and it's not a yard of each. It's probably like a quarter, like a fat quarter or something like that, but I like the variety. That's good. I'm just trimming it up a little bit, and you get the crunchiness of the Amazon bag. So good. Let's see, did this stick? Yes. You could also sew right down here, but I'm not going to. We're gonna sew in a signature, so that's fine. I always say we. I'm just a team player. All right, I'm gonna get some plain white paper for this. I'm gonna use 15 sheets. I wound up grabbing a variety. I have some linen paper, some recycled paper, and then just some regular copy paper. Plus I might have a couple of sheets of parchment paper in here. So anyway, they're still all kind of white. Nothing's like grungy looking. I'm just gonna put these in an order that makes it look a little bit varied and interesting. And then I will cut them down to size. Okay, I also cleaned up my desk a little bit because it was getting a little bit too unruly. Now, the edges aren't sealed, so if you open it up, you can see the Amazon packaging, and in some spots there's like no glue. So I'm just gonna go around and glue this down a little bit. Try to glue the fabric together, so you won't be able to open it up and look in there. But if you just see a little bit of Amazon packaging, it's okay. Plus, I'm gonna go around and sew it. So you're probably not going to see as much anyway, but let me do it. Especially here, there's like no glue. Oops. Okay. Okay. And we've got the pocket there. Now I'm gonna go and put a drop of glue, or like a line of glue, down right in the center here, just as tall as the pocket is. Just so that way we'll have two pocket areas. But we're gonna sew in the signature there at 2. But let's make 2 pockets here. Okay. Saw something showing a minute ago here. It's okay. All right, now I'm just gonna go, because I have to load my bobbin and everything. I only have one bobbin, so I gotta take all of the black thread off and put something else. So I'm gonna take a few minutes to do that, and I'll be back. And then I'm just gonna sew around and leave the pockets open. I just ordered them like this. But I'm gonna open the book with the linen sheet. So then it's linen, regular, like this recycled paper, regular, linen again. No, yeah, linen again, recycled, regular, linen, regular, oh, linen again. 3 linens in a row. That's not good. So let me switch that up. These are 2 regulars. I think I had a bunch of regulars up here. Let's see what's happening in the back. Recycled, regular, linen. So that's the way we'll do it. And obviously I'm gonna have to cut the papers down. I think the height might be good. Yeah, the height is fine. And we're just gonna have to trim about 1 inch off of either side, which is what I did for the other journal. Let's see here. It's overhanging about, yeah, just a little bit, 3/4 of an inch. I'm just gonna cut 1 inch off of each side. That means I'm gonna cut 2 inches off because I haven't folded anything. I'm just gonna put this straight into my cutter and cut 2 inches off. All right, I trimmed the paper. Now is the time for my trick that I'm gonna show you to get through all these papers. So, because sometimes you try to poke through and the needle gets lost. So, first I'm gonna clip the pages. I'll put one on top. Make sure it's snug in there. Okay. So I paper clip the opposite ends on the long side. There's a little bit of a buckling here. This happened when I was sewing, but it's not bothering me too much because it's like a flexible, crinkly thing. It almost feels like an air bubble. Probably what happened is I crowded the Amazon bag when I sewed, but it's okay. You might hear it like popping in and out. So I'm getting 3 needles out and my awl. So where's the bottom? Over here. Oops. Well, just gonna poke through here. I could use my crocodile, but I don't need to. I don't think. Okay, so now I made the hole. I'm putting a needle in with the hole, with the eye of the needle facing me, and I'm leaving it there in the middle. Just leave it right there. Now I'm going to take the next one and I'm poking that through, and I'm gonna hope that nothing is shifting. I'm gonna put this next needle through with the eye on the outside, and I'm leaving that needle halfway through. You see what I mean? Still sticking out from the middle, sticking out from the end outside. Now I'm going to do the third hole up here. Okay, I'm gonna remove the awl, and I'm gonna stick this needle through with the eye facing me. Now, I've never seen any videos of people doing this, so if I'm inventing something new, that's exciting. If I'm not, and somebody's done it before, well, good idea. I've never seen it before though. Where is my thread? I just got some new waxed thread. I'm looking for the white one, so I need a minute to remember where I put it. First, right next to me. Got it on Amazon. Okay, so of course we're gonna do 3 times the length of this book, or the height of the book. And there. Now, here's where the magic happens. Watch this. So I'm gonna thread the needle that's in the book. And I'm gonna be careful not to move anything when I do this, because I don't want the needles to fall out. So I'm threading that one through. Oops, it came out of the hole. Oh no. Okay, got it. Pull it through. Now I can take that needle off. Now for the next one, I'm gonna thread it while it's still in there. Because it's a waxed thread, I'm like squishing it with my fingernail to get it pointier. Okay, now that one went through and I didn't have to wrestle with the paper. How good is that? And now this one, oops, is it through? Okay. Ah, that one came out, but nothing's moving, so it shouldn't affect it. Okay, there we go. And now I'm gonna keep the needle threaded and do the last one. And let's see if I'm gonna have to wrestle. This one went straight through. That was really good luck. Okay, I'm gonna remove the clips. I'm gonna put everything back where it belongs because otherwise I'll never find it. Have a little box that I keep the bookbinding thread and needles in. Okay, now pull tight. Okay, I never used this thread before. It's a different brand, but I don't see why it wouldn't work as well, just as well, especially on a little book like this. What happened? What is this though? Did I split the thread? Maybe. That's possible. Oh well. Just gonna pretend like it's not there. And okay, all good. Yeah, there we go. I think it was just some kind of like piece of extra thread that frayed from something. Okay, right over left, left over right, right over left, or whatever. And then cuts. Make a little bow if you want. Put some charms on there if you want. This one I'm just gonna leave. It's too small for a bow now. I'm just gonna leave them. Let's cut them a little shorter. And that's basically the book right there. But I mean, now it's just the embellishing. So we have a pocket here. I like that. Here's where the buckling is. I almost feel like if I cut something, it would work itself out. But when I close it, it's okay. It's not a big deal. And look, all white paper. I have never done that before. I have never done all white paper. I always do like tea dyed or coffee dyed or something, but with this fabric, it looks perfect. I'm gonna trim it a little bit for make it a little bit straighter. Okay, now we're just gonna punch holes in the cover. I could have done this before, probably should have done it before. We're gonna punch a hole here and a hole here to make this tie closure. So I'll just make a little mark wherever I think it'll be a good spot. I'm not gonna do it on the thread, so I'll come out of the thread a little bit and I'll do it, this is 8.5, so I'll do it about 4 1/4, which is right here. I'm gonna use my crocodile for this. I turned it upside down so I can line the hole up with that little dot. So let me show you what I mean, because a lot of people would try to do it this way and try to like make sure it lines up here like this, sideways, which you can do. But another way to do it is to turn the crocodile upside down and then use the little hole. Let me see if I could get it on camera. Use the hole that's in here and line it up with the dot. You can see it clearly through here. I can see it clearly right now. Let me see if I can get a grab and then show you. See in there? Do you see it right in there? Okay, I'm gonna squeeze and cut the hole. Okay. Very nice. And I'm gonna find 4 1/4 on this side and do the same. Hopefully it lines up perfectly. And I'm gonna move back from the stitching and it's gonna go right here. And I'm gonna do the same thing that I just did. I'm finding that little hole and that little dot and lining it up exactly in the center. Let's see if I can show it here. Right there. See that? Right there. Punch my hole. Sometimes the fabric just sticks there. You just have to pull it off with your finger. Now I'm gonna get 2 eyelets. Oh, I'm running out of white, which is funny because I don't remember really using white that much, but I guess I did. So let's see what color looks good. Sorry, I keep sniffling. It's from looking down at the page. Okay. Oh, gold would look good, but do I have any gold? Let me see. No. Oh wait, here. Let's see if gold looks better or silver. Ooh, that looks pretty. Or, and I only need 2, so that's fine. Hello? Hello? Hi, baby. I think I'll do gold. Because it shows up a little bit better. And then it can look really rich. Okay. So, I don't use the crocodile to crimp it, or close it, or squash it, whatever it's called, because I feel like it's too big and bulky. I like to use this one when I close it. I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's not squashed down enough, so then I go from the other side. 2. Okay. Oops. Okay, that looks pretty. Now I'm gonna find some lace to put on the seam and to make the closure. Not the seam, the spine. Okay, so keeping with the white theme, I'm gonna use this lace here on the spine. And I think that's gonna look super pretty. And I'm gonna use this one as the closure, which I also think is gonna look super pretty. But this time, instead of doing it, see how I did the lace on the top of the spine here? I think this time I'm gonna do the closure under. So let me just check and see how it looks. Because I really like the scalloped edge. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that. So this part's super easy. This is a very easy closure. I'm just gonna pull it through the eyelet. Tie a knot once I determine how long I need it. And then I always wind up cutting it too short, so this time I'm going to try to make sure I leave a lot of extra. Okay. Let's see if this is long enough. Yep, that's good. That looks pretty. And then this one will go right here. And then that will be that for now, at least until I decide if I want to add any more embellishments, but that will be just like this one, and it'll be done. So let me just make sure that this is in the right, I would like this to be even. Make sure that this is even. Okay. Oh, actually, I should have done it like this. I'm just gonna tie a knot right here, so that way it'll kind of won't get pulled through by accident. Okay, got it as close as I could to that eyelet. And now this one, I'm opening it to make sure I don't tie it too tightly and then I can't open and close the book. Ooh, this looks so pretty. This here, did I cut it too short? No. Ooh, I really like this one. I might keep it for myself or at least make another one for myself. Same colors. I always do grungy stuff. I always ink edges and do grungy, but I'm really, really liking this. Like a lot. I'm just using this to press down the lace onto the glue so I don't get even more gluey fingers. Look at these. I'll be picking glue off my fingers all night. That was just my directions on how I made this so I can remember. But now I made the video so I could throw those away. I'll throw that away. And last thing is just to trim off the lace here. If there's any overhang, which is not too much, just a little bit here. And that is it. Ta-da! Traveler's notebook. No pocket. See how that, you can't see the glue on the spine here because the signature is sewn in there. And here's another pocket. And tie closure. Super pretty. I think I'm gonna make a big journal using this same style because I like it so much. Yeah, I think I will do that. But then again, I don't have a lot of embellishments and stuff that would go with it. I gotta think on that. Anyway, I'm gonna go pick the glue off my fingers now. Good night.